Hey y'all, welcome back. This is Michelle from Michelle's Empty Nest, and today I'm going to give you a little walkthrough of my April 2022 One Little Word documentation. Now, this month I kept it super simple. It could have been a very complicated documenting month with the way that I did my prompt, but I just decided to be simple, straightforward, easy, quick. Because this project should not be something that weighs us down. It's not meant to be that. And so you'll see that I kept it very simple. So let's go ahead and take a look in the 6x8 binder. And if we flip back to April. So on the transparency, I put a fabric square. And at this point in time, I honestly can't tell you which year these things came from, because I have just kind of combined all of my different leftovers as well as the current year, and sort of divided it out into chipboard and fabric and, you know, the cards and different things like that. So I don't know what year this came from, but I had a few of these little patches, and this one says "You got this," and then on the back I put one that says "Keep going," just to keep from seeing that sticky through the transparency. Then, as I've done each month, I'm using the acetate, like the Polaroid style frame with the month on it. And in there, I put a fabric piece that says "Keep trying, making myself a priority." And then on the back side, it says "Showing up in the ways I can right now." And so all of those things to me kind of spoke to the prompt that we were given, or the challenge that we were given this month. And we were supposed to go on an adventure with our word, or go on a date with our word, and just really think about how your word would want you to do something. So I chose 4 things. I wanted to do something each week. And the first thing that I chose was to cook a week of meals chosen by Olin. So I don't cook a lot of big supper meals anymore, because it's just the 2 of us now. Our 3 sons are out of the house, and my husband works a lot of long, late hours. And so we just don't eat a lot of big supper meals. So I told him to select 7 meals of whatever he wanted. It could be long, drawn out and elaborate. It could be a quick meal. It just whatever he wanted. So he made a list for me, and I found this template on Canva, and I just reworked it to make it only be, for 7 menu items instead of a whole big list. But it worked out just fine, and I named it Michelle's Diner, and then I just listed the main dish with the side dishes under it. And so I thought that was a good way to document that week that we did. And then number 2 is create a playlist for Rise. I did that on Spotify. Number 3 is read the Resilience Factor. So I wanted to read a book that related to my word. And then just simply to go on a date with Rise. So I documented those 3 things here. And this is what I meant by, I could have made this elaborate. I could have made QR codes from my playlist and had that in here. And I could have just went and made it be several pages. I didn't want to. I just wanted it to be easy. So here's my simple screenshot from Spotify, my book cover, and then the day that I had with my word. I was just rising up to the challenge and the excitement of spending a day out by myself, which is not something that's always easy for me to do. So I had my hair done. I got my nails done. I went shopping. I went and got Starbucks. I went and got a boba tea before I came home. So just a fun day out and about on my own. And I just chose that photo of the Starbucks, a venti iced caramel macchiato, in case you're curious, is what I had that day. And I almost always have caramel macchiato. That is my favorite. All right, so let's look in the stitch journal that I'm also doing, just to kind of do something that's a little looser, because this is how my brain functions more organized and just, you know, grid-like and that kind of thing. So doing something that's a little bit looser is good for me. It's a good challenge for me. So I have my little fabric ruffle that I stitched in so that I could find my monthly self-portraits easier. And so this selfie that I chose this month, I happen to have 2 pair of glasses on. So I'm trying, whatever selfie I choose, I'm trying to relate it to my word. So I put that I rise to the fact that I needed new glasses. So I needed a new prescription. So there's regular ones and my prescription sunglasses. So I just chose that. Just a simple, quick story, nothing fancy, just part of everyday documentation. So then I chose the word learning to put as my tab this month because I was really trying to learn some things with, you know, thinking about going on the adventure with my word, about reading the book related to my word, that kind of thing. So most of these are similar each month because I kind of do the goals related more to one little word than just general goals. But I did have a few things or a couple of things like Journey Toto concert, a new doctor, and then the Stretch Your Stamp scrapbooking series video that I did with Shuwen from Shoe Puff Creations. That was kind of a big thing that I did in April. And again, I had to rise to the challenge of filming myself talking about all my stamps and my storage and all that. So it was a different kind of video for me and something that I needed to kind of think through in a different way. So I thought that was appropriate as well. So for my reflection notes, I said I had a good month getting my goals done. The concert was amazing, as expected. I am loving my new doctor. I chose to go back to an internal medicine doctor this time, and she has a plan in place already. I loved creating my stamp storage and organization video for Shuwen's series, and Olin and I had several fun adventures. And this is a picture that we took at the concert, so I just made it be, I think it's about 6 by 8, somewhere right around in there to be a full page photo. And then I had a fabric heart that kind of went okay with the rest of the embellishments in his shirt. And then I put I Believe in Me down here on this wood veneer. It's thick. I may regret it later, but I put it in there anyway. And then for this month's wins, I put a concert without a panic attack, new glasses, which were much needed, and a new doctor loving her. And then in the journal this month was to do an interview with someone about your word, like what they see in you. So I came up with 6 questions, very simple ones for my husband to answer. And so I said, what is my one little word for 2022? And he knew that my word was rise. Did I make a good choice? Yes, it's good for what you need to focus on right now. Have you seen my one little word in action? He said, yes, and I know you're working hard on it. What would you like to see for my one little word? And he just said, keep doing your best every day. What could I still improve on? Do better with your health care and doctor's appointments. And that is something that I struggle with, getting out of the house on my own to make it to my doctor's appointment so that I can get all the tests done, so that I can get my refills for my medications and just keep a foot in front of the other as far as my healthcare journey goes. And then what would your one little word be? And he said sleep, and I put he's very funny. And then that's it. That gets us into May. So that is a quick walkthrough of just how simple and easy my word was for this month, and my actions and my documentation. And I appreciate you stopping by so very much today. It means more to me than you will ever know. If you enjoyed the video, I'd love a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to consider doing that as well and becoming a part of my little YouTube family. I'll have some close-ups at the end, as well as on Instagram, where I'd love for you to follow me as well. And until I see you in the next video, take care of yourself, do something good for yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.